Okay. Hello. Welcome to Destiny and Dice, a Eberron live streaming game that me, Michael, am hosting, running as DM. We are so excited to bring this game to you guys and to share it with people. People have been asking us for it, so we finally took the leap and stepped off into the live streaming world. Prior to getting started, I just want to take a minute to thank everybody who's been part of building this up. I'd like to thank Amy, Osmium Queen, Nebulon, Rogue Dragon, Moonscar, Ron Mullen, and of course, Literal Tester for running our stream for us. This stream is loosely based on the module found in the back of the 3.5 edition of Eberron campaign setting that takes place in starts in the city of Sharn and then throws the characters on a continuing whirlwind adventure trying to find these pieces of schema before other factions find it and can assemble whatever it is that it creates. I've taken the liberty of adding some things myself, so if something doesn't seem to mesh or doesn't seem to fit with what you know about it, that's because I've added to it. The party currently consists of, I'm going to kind of introduce them as they're coming on. We'll start with I want to start with Nebulon, who's playing Kizriel, and her animal companion Guara, who's a jaguar. Next up is Jalira, who is playing a shifter artificer. After that is Zanim, who is the half-orc House of Finding wizard who has specialized in enchantment. Then Nyx, who is our changeling monk, Way of the Shadow. After her is Rix, her twin brother, being played by Osmium Queen, who is a assassin, path, rogue, and newly cross-classing into warlock. And finally, we have Bruised, who is our half-orc barbarian. Just want to, again, throw it out there. These guys are awesome. They've come together, and we're hoping that this stream is as fun for you guys as it is for us, because we have a blast playing this most of the time. So, without further ado, I'm just going to kind of jump in, and I'm going to start with kind of the session intro like I would on any other normal gaming night. So, when last we met, the Shadowslayers, orphans who had been raised together in a family, had recently reunited after being apart for almost 6 years. They had come together in hopes of easy work, good coin, and the chance to hang out with one another. Their plans were quickly derailed by a whirlwind adventure, including Warforged assault teams, Forgotten Cannith strongholds, Emerald Claw militants, strange travelers from distant realms, horrifying creatures, crazy arcane weather patterns, and an ancient secret that could tip the balance of power throughout Corvair. Having discovered the first of 4 schema, pieces of a pattern leading to an arcane engine known as the Dragon Forge, the Shadowslayers set off for the Mournland, a wasted and desolate area that was ground zero for a cataclysmic event responsible for igniting and holding together the tenuous peace amongst the nations of Corvair. In the Mournland, the Shadows have discovered that healing within its border scales from not possible to life-threatening. After traveling through Blood Rain, magic-altering Aurora Borealis, and what seems to be an extended night, the Shadowslayers find themselves in an abandoned Cannith facility. Entry to this forgotten place was not easy, as they faced a group of glass golem constructs that had taken up residence outside its entrance, fought past zombie gorillan guardians, and managed to set off only one of the 4 traps that had been placed to misdirect and strongly discourage visitors to the facility. The party finds themselves now in a spherical room, decorated only with the ladder they descended from, and a pedestal standing in the middle of the chamber, covered with soft glowing lights. 4 blue lights, 2 green lights, and 2 brown lights. Shadowslayers, you've arrived at Whitehearth, beaten and bruised, but alive. What are you going to do now?
Mildly freak out?
Cry? I'm just kidding.
Did
Guys did it. We made it. All right. So you said we were in a spherical room. Can't see it. I guess we'll try investigating the room to see what we can find. You said just to get a better idea of what's involved.
Oh, it's the lights. Who wants to touch them? I mean, I want to, but you know, I'm not gonna.
All right.
Okay.
A gentle investigation would probably be a good idea. Just
Well,
kinda
then
feel
roll
like-
me that sweet investigation check.
Oh boy, guys! First roll of the night.
I'd like to specifically investigate the thing in the middle.
Wait.
Okay.
What's your
Okay, I'll wait for you.
I'll help you. How about that? You take lead on this, and I'll help you.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's fine.
So,
All right, so we're doing advantage.
advantage. You'll roll investigation with advantage. 20. Awesome. So you're kind of focused in on that pedestal in front of you, correct? That pedestal stands about 4 feet off the ground. Remotely same circular shape that you see there on the map before you. It has what look like very similar arcane lock lights to the traps that you guys use to come down here. So you've got 4 blue ones at the west, northwest, northeast, and east corners of the pedestal. It has a brown at the north and the south, and then the 2 green ones are the southeast and southwest. Kind of a very, very light pulse of energy is kind of emitting from the pedestal as if the arcane energy used to construct it is still active.
In all of your Kenneth training, does these colors mean anything?
Oh, and with a 20, that blue is a very familiar blue.
What? No, what?
Not that blue. Not your
Okay.
awesome
Okay.
aquamarine, turquoisey, whatever you want to call it, super awesome blue.
Like practically my copyright blue? Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
I would be freaked if
not your
someone-
copyright problem.
Did you really copyright that? Seeing as
Well, only me and Friedrich know how to make that particular glass dragon shirt combo.
No, it looks like the arcane locks that you guys used to stick the key in to get down here in the first place.
Okay. All right. Okay.
While they're doing that, can I look around the walls and inspect the wall, make sure, see if there's any chance that we can get out another way?
Sure. Roll me an investigation check.
we still have the ladder though, right?
Yeah, but it did lock in above us.
Yeah, the
So
hatch
kind of-
closed.
This is kind of like we had a point of no return as soon as the latch closed.
Yeah. Sorry, Clip and Clop.
Yeah, 4.
Hey.
I'm doing great.
They might leave them
You're
alone.
you're fairly sure that this room has no exits whatsoever.
Yeah.
Is Nick's having a panic attack?
All right.
You don't see anything going on. She's just walking around touching all the walls.
So Rix is going to kind of look to Cherry or Jalira and to Zanim and kind of be like, okay, so you guys were able to figure out the last one, and I hate to place that all on your shoulders again, but any direction you guys have with this, because I know nothing about this sort of thing.
Oh, speaking of the last one, it's fine, guys. It's fine. I'm just gonna, yep.
Hug the wall. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna touch it.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Maybe the key
Zanim-
is involved
Zanim reaches
somehow.
forward.
So I'm gonna kind of offer her the key, but gently,
Oh,
as
no.
if to remind her not to do anything too rash.
I'm gonna go on her first impulse of her saying, "I'm gonna touch it." As you're like, "Oh, the kick," and she's already reached forward her hand. Did you place your hand up on the pedestal? Is there any one particular color that you would like to touch? Or do you want to roll
What
me
were
a
those
D8?
colors again?
There are 4 blue, 2 green, and 2 brown. Roll me a D8. We'll go with that.
Rip.
And if you could roll
He
in
didn't reach for the south one.
Oh no. Oh no.
What's she?
8.
What's
Okay. So you actually happen to touch the one that is the easternmost color on the map to you. So it's kind of the one that would be right next to your right hand. I started with the diagonal at you and went around. So you touch that one. It like your hand kind of passes through the slightly holographic image of the arcane lock. Nothing feels different or odd. Nothing happens. No trap of lightning zaps out and explodes around you. You just kind of pass your hand through it. The pedestal, as you put your hand down on it, does feel a little warm to the touch.
Okay. So other than the pedestal feeling warm, does anything happen when I grab the gem?
No, because the gem itself, as you try to grab at it, it's holographic in nature in that your hand kind of passes through it.
All right. Well, that one was safe, so I'll go
quick?
one over and try the next one.
Well,
As you pass your hand through each and every light, your hand passes through them. As you go around the entire pedestal, nothing seems to trigger.
Have Rick's from where he's standing. Have you tried the book?
Or the key?
yeah, I was thinking about, and I'll scoot it up at this point.
Bruce is having violent flashbacks every time he's touched something and Z's gotten mad at him. And he's saving all of this for later.
Ah, yeah.
Next,
But
we'll pull
I'd be
out the
curious
book.
to see
Fight for later.
if I take the key and start to put it near any of the lights, if any of them start to react differently. But
Do you
no,
think it's one of those we use the key on all the blue ones that it matches, or we have to find the specific one, or we try to turn the ones that aren't blue?
maybe it's
Coming from the direction you're at, you put the key towards the green one first because it's directly in front of you. Nothing seems to happen. You then move the key to the left towards the blue, and you see as that holographic image kind of starts to solidify a little bit more. And like, I'm not sure how to describe that, but a keyhole like kind of opens up in the top of the hologram.
okay. Maybe these are rooms. Maybe this will open a passage, and we'll have 4 different room options. But since we've only got the blue key, those will be our only options.
Well, there are 4 blue stones, so let's hope we pick right.
Rix is like, is there anything unique about each of the stones?
Is he also hugging the wall?
Yeah.
Okay, as half the party kind of comes forward thinking there's not that much danger. Nyx approaches, Bruise approaches.
Nyx takes the journal, hits it against the key, and see if that opens the rest of it.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens to the rest of the journal.
Nope.
Dang it! I was hoping the arcane key would be kind of.
Are there any symbols or anything that our local cryptograph expert could decipher?
I could try looking at stuff.
Calligrapher.
Did we all see the keyhole slot appear above the room?
You were probably the only one. You, Zanim, and Cherry were the only ones who saw it because you're probably close enough. Like you're still kind of holding in that rage of how dare she keeps touching things when I've been told not to. But you did kind of notice the change as you know, Cherry took your toothpick and started moving it towards one of the blue holographic images.
So is the keyhole? Where's the keyhole?
It's in the top of the. Okay, so from the pedestal there are the 8 cardinal points, the 4 main, and then the northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. Projecting probably about 3 inches up from the pedestal itself is the little holographic image of a gem, each color with colors corresponding to each of them. The blue of the gem looks incredibly like the blue of the toothpick, or in this case, the key charm that Cherry has in her possession. The keyhole, like, kind of producing on the top of the floating gem image.
Cool,
Which is
let's put it in.
Which is very familiar to the traps that were in the cavern above you before you came down.
Keyword
Traps.
Do we?
I
Do-
think only one of us should be up here at a time, but let's put the thing in the hole.
Says the girl with half her hit points.
I mean, to be fair,
Well,
Z-
I can step back if you want me to. I mean, that's fine, but let's just do the thing.
all right.
Well,
All right.
Does that mean you want me to step back? Because I will.
Yes, please. Rix is like, please, please.
All right. Cherry, do you want to do it? Because we have that card that showed you. Or do you want me to do it because I can take a punch?
Well, I've also got, and I'll gesture to my shield on my wrist that you guys may have never seen her use because I'm not sure if she or I ever remembered to use it.
Don't worry
But
about the logistics. Just go.
um, but yeah, I'll do it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna.
Would anybody like to step back before she inserts the key into the hole?
stay about there.
If anybody could become one with the wall, I thought it would be our monk.
They told her to
Okay.
look for some kind of runes or something that she could hopefully cryptograph.
Without having to roll a check, you don't see any runes on the pedestal.
Yeah, but they also then said, "Let's go ahead and open it," and so she now is stepping back and just keeping an eye out.
Okay.
She has no idea what she's doing.
Cherry, which gem are you sticking the thing in the hole of?
This one,
So
The east gem?
west.
West. Sorry, I'm backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Overlay the U.S. thing.
As you take the
Please
key
left.
and you drop it in, it fits nice and almost perfectly into the lock. You kind of slight jiggle and then you turn it to where it moves. And there's a slight arcane pulse and the room kind of goes dark for a second.
I'm sorry.
And then the lights resolve and you find that the format of the room has changed. Hold on, let me move you guys over so you guys are all in the same positions you were in. I didn't factor you guys actually like stepping away from the pedestal.
That's fair.
We live in a dangerous world.
The last glowy pedestal thing.
It blew Z up. That's why she's at half hit points.
Oh, C's appeared out of the map. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Uh,
the hallway.
there's-
Where you are fairly certain, Nyx, in your investigations, that there is no way out of this room, there is a hallway.
Ooh, was that always there?
Yeah, but only creatures with dark vision could see it.
Oh, I can't wait till I level up and I get Devil Sight. Then I will have it all on you guys.
I think.
Oh, I'm
don't-
sorry. You
don't-
can't see 120 feet in front of you as if it were daylight. I'm sorry, Bruise.
Don't
They
we
get
all have?
invocation just to flex.
Also, because we end up in dark places like all the time.
Mm-hmm. Do we?
See, you wanna.
Didn't Nyx give us dark vision?
Yeah, vision.
I think the only person who's really blind here right now is Guara.
Oh, poor kitty.
So she's just gonna follow Jalira because she glows.
Makes sense.
Only faintly. I painted over most of my glowy stuff when we
As-
started actually
As,
adventuring.
The
as we
lantern.
walk, I would like to check for traps.
I put the lantern
Does
away
the
when we.
hallway end right there?
The hallway does seem to end there with a door in front of you.
Can I check for
I-
traps on the door?
I would like an investigation check as you're looking for traps.
All right.
I'll help
guys.
whoever wants to investigate.
Hey, I like you. Let's do it.
Woo-woo.
All right, let's roll with advantage. 18.
18. As you walk down the hall, there appears to be no traps, nothing, no raised plates of stone that seem to be kind of proposing a threat.
Extending to the door as well.
I'm going to start at the end of the hallway because I assumed you started looking at the end of the hallway
Yeah.
and not up by the door.
Well, yeah. So I kind of made my way, and as soon as I kind of determined it was safe, I moved forward.
Okay.
And
No plates seem to be there. You don't see any suspicious little holes in the wall that look like it could shoot poison darts at you or anything. Nothing that seems to hold an arcane charge that would fire, that would release fire or lightning or poison or gas. As you approach the door looks like a rather normal door. However, you notice a very similar, as you approach, you can kind of make out, it's kind of the closer you get to it, the more you see a similar blue gem like holographic image kind of peer out from the keyhole.
Bruce is gonna pet Guara while they stand there.
okay. Okay.
You're a comforting presence.
I could use Sanim and Cherry and anyone else familiar with the arcane here, please. Thank you. It doesn't look like
Sure.
a trap, but I'm not as familiar with magical traps as, or at least the arcane, obviously, as you and Cherry would. He takes a step back and he's like, "It's safe. You can move forward."
I would like to do an Arcana check.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Boom.
19. You're fairly sure that the little glowing gem image above the keyhole is the same thing as the thing out on the pedestal, which was the same thing as the thing up on the traps above you.
Okay, Cherry, let's do this thing.
Okay. I do the lock thing.
You do the lock thing. As you insert the key into the lock, the hole of the arcane lock, it twists, and the door unlocks.
Cool.
Bruce is gonna lean forward just a little bit and cutting a little quietly to Nyx. Like, seriously, like, how many locks do they need? Like, it's a secret facility in a secret underground place. It was guarded by undead with traps on top of it, and we had to use the key to find the stupid hallway. Like, how many locks did they need?
I have
It's
no
curious.
idea.
Well, how many
If
were at
you have one-
Blackhearth?
I think he was whispering that to just Nyx, unless you came to listen and
I step
Everyone in the
back.
group
I'm
has
pretty
really
close.
good hearing.
Okay, well, fine. I take my snark back.
snark rescinded.
But if
That's
you have
true.
the one key, then it doesn't matter. That's
What do
Bruce,
what do
how
you want
did
to
you
bet, like,
get
the
in?
green or the blue one would have opened a door directly to where we wanted to go?
possible different access authority.
Maybe it's like everybody
No
has
idea.
a key to the opening the building, but only certain people have keys to their particular offices.
Bruce, how did you get that key again?
Rix is just leaning to Jillera. He's like, "Are we gonna open the door?"
Yeah, I thought we
With-
were.
it's
Oh, did
with
I have to
Dee's
say-
professor stuff? I think. wasn't it?
Should I open the door?
No, it
I
was
thought
in
it
the
unlocked.
Yes, please.
it's in the magic box.
Oh,
Box.
Oh,
Cherry
no,
opens the
right.
door.
Rix is there with her, ready to grab her. Held action. If something flies at her, he's going to grab her and throw her to the side before it hits her.
Hopefully.
The main reason
Ideally.
why I never use shield is because I always think I need to save it. Books.
Ooh.
The name just he just rushes in. Ooh.
Don't
Okay.
mind the skeletons. It's fine.
Hey, look, there's a dead guy in the corner, but books.
Okay,
I
as you
would like
guys
to wipe
enter
under
the
the desk.
room,
It's
You guys- as you guys enter the room, the ever bright lanterns, and I forgot to mention this in the hallway, that the lamps that are out there, you're familiar with their make because they're everywhere in Sharn. They're ever bright lanterns. They're supposed to emit light as a torch However, you guys have noticed that they are running at maybe a tenth of their total power, emanating just the weakest, faintest amount of light. In this room, the torches are the Everbright lanterns are just the same. They seem to have been something seems to have drawn the power off of them, and they're kind of barely lighting this room up. But since all of you have dark vision, you're able to make out most of the details in the room. The room is filled with shelves lined with scrolls and leather-bound books. If somebody would like to roll an investigation check.
I would like to look around, please.
Okay.
I will help whoever wants to investigate.
Okay.
I will investigate too, but I guess she should probably help Jalira.
I mean, should I do it again? Are we doing that way?
Yeah, just do it that way.
Just do it that way, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, those are both
Nyx is kind of rifling through
as you
stuff while
as you
trying to
kind of
make sure nothing's trapped or anything.
as Cherry starts investigating the books with Zanim's help, Rix is kind of rifling through things. You guys do, like, as you come into the room more fully, you do notice that there is a body lying in that top left corner. It seems to be kind of slumped over onto the floor.
Yeah, Bruce went to look at it.
Okay, Bruce, can you roll me a perception check?
I assume he's holding a book that he died while reading.
Hey, I guess I'm investigating, but I'll wait until you say something, because if I'm not finding anything in particular,
11.
I'm going to step out and keep an eye out.
Well, I think that's what Nyx is doing.
Yeah.
Your best guess. Your best guess with your perception of 11 is that this corpse is female, and the reason you've come to that is because the corpse itself, you're fairly sure it's dead, but the corpse itself seems to have been preserved and is not showing signs of decay.
Bruce is going to poke it with his radiant axe.
It's not unusual, though, from what we've seen in the Mournlands of things just
So, as you poke it with your radiant axe, nothing seems to happen.
Poke,
I think
poke.
you scared it. It's playing good. Quite literally.
Bruce is gonna like kneel down then and kind of like take a look, see if it's wearing anything, if it's got anything in its pockets.
Okay, roll me a perception, or now roll me an investigation check now.
Is this like a desk in the middle?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it's got a little chair.
It would be a natural
Z
one
is
for
checking
2.
out the books.
Ooh,
Bruce just takes like the clothing it's wearing and rips it off.
I could use these
Wow,
pants.
it was
Oh no, I can't anymore.
Bruce finds himself staring at a naked woman's corpse on the ground.
like shakes the cloth. They didn't build these very well. He just kind of puts it back over it. He's gonna shake it. He's gonna shake it real quick to see if anything falls out, and then put it like over.
Can we tell anything about maybe the social status of the individual by their
Rix, what's your passive perception?
Sorry, my passive perception is 17.
Okay. As he shakes it, you do see something kind of jingle out and roll along the floor.
I go and pick it up.
You find yourself in possession of a ring that bears the signet of House Cannith.
Zanim, Cherry, I found something.
Cool. What did you find?
And he shows them. This look useful?
Wait, Nyx, journal.
Looks very similar to the ring that Lady Eladrin de Cannith had on her hands
Where's the book?
to open the book.
What is the symbol? Is it like a gorgon or is it?
For them, it is a gorgon.
Oh,
Okay.
What is dark?
the book.
Who has the journal? Does Nick still have it, or does somebody else?
She still has it. She actually had it out because someone asked about it, but she could only unlock the professors from the professor's ring.
Right. So Rix is going to be like, I'm guessing, he's going to hand it to Cherry and them because they're probably better equipped for this. But he puts it into Cherry's hand and he's like, we can read more of the book. Ideally, we should test it.
Okay.
Well, we've got a desk.
All right.
Speaking of, yes, that is a desk in the center of the room.
All right. He's gonna step to the side. Sorry, out of the way.
Okay.
And allow them to use the desk.
So, Cherry, from
Thanks.
your cursory investigation of the books and scrolls that you found, most of them, in fact, all of them, you're sorely disappointed because it all seems to be ledgers about supplies, like food supplies coming in, food supplies going out, shipments of arcane materials being brought in, shipments of arcane enchanted items going out. It all seems to be a rather large bookkeeping office with no actual arcane information.
Sad chickbook.
No.
Bruce
Meanwhile,
puts the
Nick
clothing
is
back
going-
over the body and kind of stands up. There was nothing. She didn't have any.
Cherry, can you roll me? What's your passive perception? Sorry, don't roll. Just tell me what your passive perception is.
Passive perception is 14.
14. Okay.
Hey,
As
Nick,
Bruce goes to kind of drop the cloth, you kind of fold the book in your hands and put it back on the shelf. You have a slightly sad, almost disgusted, like, I hate Whitehearth. This is such a disappointment to me. And as Bruce is kind of dropping the cloth back onto the ground, you notice that the body was actually on top of something.
hey, Bruce, what was that? Hey, Nix, can you bring the book again? Please?
What was what?
So Bruce, as you look down,
I'll keep
Um,
guard.
What's up here?
Thank you.
roll me a perception check.
Bruce?
Yeah, Bruce.
7.
Something about this piece of parchment seems to elude you, and you still don't see what Cherry's talking about. Like, she is like pointing at it, like, right there, Bruce, right there. And finally, with her like grabbing it, you happen to notice it, that the figure had kind of wadded up and rolled this scroll that seems to be kind of ornate underneath it.
Yeah. Can I pull it out?
You can.
I would like to pull it out, place it on the table so everybody can see it, and also put the ring on the table.
Okay.
Does the desk have any drawers or anything?
It does have drawers.
All it has is letterhead in it, though,
It just has those
and some spare
labels,
pens that are
those free
drawn.
labels you get from banks.
Would you care to go through the drawers, Bruce?
If you can, sure.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check
Open drawers.
to go through them to see if there's anything of value there. I assume you have the ability to open doors. If you want me to make you roll a check for opening them, I will.
That 20.
15.
15. Okay, you as you rifle through the drawers, you two notice that there's a surprisingly startling lack of anything interesting in these drawers. Like, there's paper, there's quills, there's ink.
I'm gonna collect up paper, quills, and ink.
Okay.
Hey,
I was gonna say we have a wizard. I'm sure she could make use of those.
yeah, is that any of it
Yeah.
spell
So
quality?
good next. 'Cause she-
No, actually, it's all kind of rather shoddy and cheap.
Kenneth!
Perfect.
50 billion arcane locks around the building for crap paper and pen.
They had a budget, okay? Hold your fire. There's no life signs on board. What are we paying by the bolt blaster bolt now? You don't see the numbers, Greg.
I think we should try another one of those blue crystals out in the main room, see if we can open up another package or passage somewhere.
What does
Have
that
we put
ornate
the,
scroll say?
have we
What?
confirmed?
Scroll seems to contain some arcane glyphs.
All right. Can we tell anything about the glyphs? And does anything happen to either this new parchment or the journal when we put the ring near it?
So, who would like to investigate the scroll, and who would like to investigate the journal?
I'll investigate the scroll.
Roll me an arcane check.
I'll go ahead and investigate. Like, she puts it close to the journal. I pick it up and put it on the journal and then give it back.
Cherry, roll me a perception check.
Oh,
As he goes to kind of unroll the parchment and starts kind of scanning down it and pointing at things, looking at things, you're kind of drawn into her attention, but all of a sudden you just like, and book. Vix, you take the ring, you put it against the book, and all of a sudden the writing starts to kind of appear on the pages as you start to flip through the pages. It's all crazed, and you have no idea what any of it means right now.
there.
But you do now have access to the inner writings of the book.
Awesome. Okay. And I make
Okay,
sure.
Here's the professor's ring, and this is the Kenneth ring. Keep them together or separate. What do we want to do?
I say keep them. You keep both of them and work on this when you get a chance.
Okay.
Unless it stresses you out, you don't have to. Well,
It's
it is kind of
something that I can
important.
do.
Okay. Z,
So she'll go ahead and put them on.
as you study the scroll, you notice that it is the glyphs you see are broadly abjuration. And
Okay.
you're fairly sure that this is a scroll that grants protection. Z, protection. Not you would have to take more time to kind of identify what the scroll does, but you're fairly sure it is a protection of some kind.
Maybe if
Okay.
it's super powerful enough, we could protect Larrington.
Or maybe
Well, for the
it's just
moment, let's just take it with us and keep going. I mean, the sooner we can get out of here, the sooner we can, not get eaten by falling apart dead gorillas or any of the other terrible things that we've run into, and then we can go back and save Lyrington. So,
Yeah. I mean, are you finding anything necessarily in the book though? Just
No, it's all crypto.
we were just well no. Now that we have a ring, I mean, if whenever we do have time, Nix can sit down with it and maybe do
Nix,
prescription.
Nix, do you think you could just take a random book and just take the ring and see if it reveals anything non-logistic?
She's gonna go ahead and grab this book. Touch
Roll
the
me a
ring to it.
D100.
Okay.
I mean, if you guys want to spend more time here, I can try and do detect magic, but that'll take me 10 minutes to set up.
She's
Okay, as
she's
you-
literally gonna grab a couple books
Grabs-
and just
Grabs a book. The books that you seem to grab as you place the ring on them and you kind of browse through them really quick talk about the amount of waste that has to be removed from this place in order to keep the health quality up to code and to spec to prevent disease from spreading amongst the population here at Whitehearth.
They don't
The
have
next book you choose, as you're reading through it, you kind of find in the side margins complaints of whoever is taking the notes in it of, oh my gosh, I really wish they'd stop ordering this because we can't get it right now. Even though they say it's their favorite thing, I really wish they would just shut up about it because I can't get it. And finally, the third book you grab seems to be a list of parchment, quills, ink, all of which sounds very familiar to what you have now acquired in your bag.
Okay.
Speaking of which, you have acquired about 500 sheets of paper and 5 pots of ink and 5 quills.
So do we think the Emerald Claw is behind us or ahead of us?
no idea.
no clue.
Well, we had some
Yeah.
hints to help us find it, but they had a head start, so I don't know.
I'm just thinking if we had time, this would be a great ambush spot. We could just wait at the bottom of the ladder and,
Bottleneck them.
But we should probably just get moving. I mean, it
Okay.
might be ahead of us, so then waiting here would be
Yeah.
really counterproductive.
It's-
Maybe they got like the green key when they got their schema.
Oh. Maybe they only took the green one because, you know. Never mind.
Oh, because
do we want to explore to see what the other? I mean, you use the key with one of them. Do you want to try to see if there's another? I mean, is there anything else useful that we can get from this room?
You guys just want to like load up all the books into the bag of Haldane?
Sounds like a good idea to me.
I mean,
Or do you think they're all like cursed?
Are they actually going to be useful?
We can burn them.
Well,
for
they're
fuel.
probably useful to somebody somewhere. Otherwise, they wouldn't have kept all the records.
Yeah, but that was 20 years ago.
This is you know,
More.
talking about dumping shit.
Okay. I guess we don't need to keep all the books. But maybe there's something magical we haven't found yet.
Z, could you please roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Hey,
Do we have the lantern revealing on?
Oh, why am I stupid? Yeah, it still has fuel left, even.
But is it on?
That thing has fuel
I
for
put
days.
I put
Okay.
She put it in the bag because it was useless in the dark stair ladder climb.
Well, they're doing kind of looking around there. I want to stand out here and see if I can, like, I'm just do a general kind of perception check to see if I pick up anything.
Perception check. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. It's going to be a bad roll because even if I have a +7, it never lets me have a nice roll.
Nope, don't want
See? See?
It's not bad. Better than what I get on
How
normal
do you
basis.
exercise digital dice? Asking for a friend.
Reformat.
Okay.
Well, you could look into the algorithm behind the scene for the red generator.
It's lower than my passive. It's so irritating.
As you're keeping an active eye out, nothing seems to appear in the hallway or in the room behind you as you're looking back. You can distinctly make out the sounds of disappointment as, you know, they're looking through books and not finding anything that's particularly of use or of consequence for you guys as a group.
You gonna explain that wisdom saving throw at all, or was it just there?
You managed to resist the urge to squirrel away all the pieces of history because, you know, you're a teacher and this is what, like, there you in fact you could probably think of like 3 professors back at Moorgrave who would love to have records of a Cannith facility like this and what it would take to run it and how it would run it, how it was run.
Even if it's just the plumbing system, lack thereof.
Even if it's just the plumbing. I mean, when you go into archaeological data, you want to learn more about the everyday people.
I mean, someone's going to write about poop, so.
Somebody. And
Hey.
how awesome is it they actually kept those records? I mean,
It's gonna-
archaeologically speaking, this is fascinating information.
Hey,
Bruce
the
is
oldest records on
heartily
Earth are.
Bruce is heartily disappointed that they have sewage problems here in a magic facility run by Cannith.
Well, he didn't say it was. He said waste. He didn't say it was sewage. They also do a lot of manufacturing here.
Do they? Not jumping into that yet. Bruce reminded Jalira that she has a lantern of revealing. So she pulled it out. She was.
Okay.
I was thinking it was redundant, but I don't know what I was thinking. But is there any? Does it reveal anything?
Nothing here seems to be revealed in the light of your lantern.
Okay, thank you.
I still think the firewood idea is a good idea.
Bruce is going to move back to the main portion, out of the light of the lantern if he can, and pull out some of the cards that they've had to see, because I don't think he's had a chance to look at the cards outside of the lantern light so far. See if they changed back or anything.
Next will follow.
The cards do not seem to have changed from the current descriptions that you have already received.
Cool.
I need Preview.
Check again to make sure they're not holographic.
Nyx is gonna look at some of the ones that she hasn't had a chance to look at since they started changing.
Okay. The descriptions are posted there.
I think Rick still has his card though, so if you wanted to see that, you'd have to ask him for it.
Bruce had them all at one point. Has he?
He had asked for everyone's card.
Because he had studied them all.
Mm-hmm.
Rix, you see Bruce as he's kind of looking at the cards.
You see anything?
I mean, nothing different than what we saw last time.
Okay. Do I still have my card? I took it back.
Last I was aware, Bruce had all of the cards.
Okay. And he's like, okay. And Cherry's card hasn't changed anymore.
Bruce will double check.
Cherry's card seems to have not changed at all since the last time you looked at it.
Okay, maybe we should try another lock, see where else it goes.
Sure.
All right.
Just go around the circle.
Yeah, I mean, with what we only have access to, looks like 4 rooms.
Well, don't touch anything until everybody's out of like the into the circle, you know, because like when you
You close the trap door on someone.
yeah, just make sure, yeah. And I'm gonna go back to steadying like to be close to the wall.
Just the floor goes out from beneath you.
Which one are you poking? We only can open blue, right? So I'll just line up with blue.
Okay. So we opened, was it, you said the far left one? That was the one that we opened first?
Yes, you've opened the easternmost blue ring. You
All right,
have, sorry, the westernmost blue ring. You have northwest, northeast, and east.
All right.
Probably open up hallways
good.
to each of those directions.
I mean, we could try doing the one that's next to it and go with the northwest.
Okay. All in favor of Northwest?
Sounds good to me.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna reach around. It's a little awkward because I'm only like 4'9".
You can just walk over to the. No, let's go.
Okay.
So tell me exactly, walk me through what you do.
Well, I feel a little stupid as I walk around. Then I'm going to go ahead and reach up and try and stick the key in northwest.
Okay. Little slotted keyhole opens just like it did on the western slot. As you turn it, the room darkens again, and then light kind of comes back and you can see. I mean, the lower right-hand corner of the map where you guys should be able to see yourselves.
Oh, this is dope, by the way. Props to the DM.
So, considering you need like a key to open and shut this, and she didn't have one, pointing to the room they were just in, do you think someone just locked her in there and forgot to let her out?
Ow. That'd be terrible.
Thing down the hole.
I think I'd rather just forget to take care of myself and dive in.
As you guys are talking and the light comes back on, Nyx, who happens to be glancing down that direction, sees kind of a spectrally like figure, which was walking away from your guys' direction, turn, hearing conversation behind it.
Rip.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Dang
it. Hi.
Okay.
We're the first people to your facility in 20 years.
Does it look like a female accountant?
No, I think she was in the other room.
Well, her body was.
Oh.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Bruce's turn to have this conversation is not paying attention.
You got better than I did.
It's because he's talking to Nyx and Zanim.
All right. Yeah, kids, look at that initiative.
I don't know what I'm first. The first thing I want to do is make sure that they're not an enemy. That's what I would do. What would kids do?
Unlike some people who just attack them and kill them and then No,
I mean-
right?
Oh.
What?
Sorry, it was in the chat.
All right.
Well, I'm pulling up the
Yes.
encounter now.
Nephews. Okay, what do I know about undead? It's not one of my favorite classes. Enemies.
Please populate encounters. Okay.
Do I have anything that does radiant?
Ever shoots at me.
Bruce
I
has
do.
radiant on his sword. Oh, you were asking about if you had anything?
Yeah, I do. I have something.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have much,
Have-
so.
Nothing. I
Okay.
could teleport to it, which is a horrible idea.
And
Mm.
yet, you're contemplating it.
Yeah. A very,
Just
very
thinking-
bad idea.
I swear, I try to make encounters, I make it easy for myself, and it never goes smooth. I took the wrong feature.
Oh.
Okay. Encounter. Okay. Kisrael initiative.
20.
Zanim initiative.
6.
Cherry initiative.
18.
Rick's initiative.
19.
Okay. Nick's initiative.
9.
Brew's initiative.
10.
Cherry, when you get a chance, and you're free, maybe after the session, go ahead and remove the alternate character you were working on.
I did that now.
It's just I don't want it to affect the encounter I'm just making now.
You can select them to not be a part of it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, also you could have played with somebody else's campaign.
You can pull up the group and be like, not this person in the encounter.
Oh, by the way, of course, right as I was thinking about committing to being a UA artificer, Jared starts talking me into being a canon artificer, so that was lovely.
They're trying
That's exciting.
I was like, I knew I was going to regret this. Like, well, what are the differences? Because I knew I was going to regret my decision by asking.
Okay. Looks like first up is Kisrael. Kisrael, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna kind of stare it down. Be like, is it an action for me to sense motive on a ghost?
I loved every word in that sentence.
Yes, it is an action to sense motive on a go.
In which case, I will go with I will hold my action to see if it attacks somebody. I will shoot a arrow at it.
Okay.
And I can still Gora can still move even if I hold an action, right?
Yes, Gora can still move if you hold an action.
I'm gonna tell her to just kind of stay around here in case it comes to sneak up on our friend. She can like be hidden but ready. I guess I should have her actually in a square when we're in an encounter.
Can you give her? Is one of the things you can do? Tell her to do the hide action.
No, it would take my action to tell her to do the hide action.
Okay, so she won't get a surprise.
No, it's just
Okay.
basically
Just be
making
ready.
sure she's there to defend our friends.
Okay. Next up is Rix.
All right. What am I doing? So what he's gonna look at Kisrael briefly, and he's going to move forward 5, 10, 15, 20, and he doesn't want to like attack yet. So can I hold a sacred flame in case until it moves maybe into, I guess, until it's obviously makes itself known as a threat by attacking?
Okay. So
Anyone gonna say anything to it?
Well,
As it is,
I mean, like, and as a free action, I guess he's going to say, "Who are you?" And that's it.
okay. Cherry, it's your turn.
Well, I freak out a little bit and then just give Kiz guidance. Boop.
Okay.
Okay, I can't use that on an arrow shot, but cool.
I don't know. I don't have any spells that could do anything right now, and
You're a support.
well, I mean, will my arrows even do anything?
Well, I don't know either. That's the reason I haven't held my action.
So that ends Cherry's turn.
Yep.
The ghost. Now that you all have had kind of a chance to look at it, it is a spectral form of some kind. Wispy white, flowing hair above its head. The robe, like it looks like it's wearing robes like a wizard would, but those robes are kind of translucent and flowing around it. Its eyes are these kind of penetrating white that just kind of covers it all. They're not no discernible pupils or irises, just these kind of white glowing sockets. And it kind of opens its mouth and kind of white light emanates from it, and it floats away from you.
Okay.
Is it going to go get friends, or is it just like using the restroom? Don't see it anymore.
I mean,
And it gets to about, kind of floats back from around that corner and kind of is there in the hallway.
He's
I hate
counting.
undead.
No.
My spells are technically divine, right? Oh, look at that. I have no spell slots.
Yep.
Used all your healing spells earlier.
I blew through them.
We don't even know if healing spells are going to work, so.
Well,
That's
we
why
did
I did.
earlier.
Yeah.
When
That's
we
why I
ran
have no
the
spell slots, is I
rope
blew through
trick.
them.
Oh boy.
Nyx, it is your turn.
There's 3 of them now. Freak. Alright. Good.
Do they look friendly?
That's
Are
why
they
I wondered if I could set
offering
stone
us
them.
a casserole.
Maybe they won't mind if we just walk past them.
Oh man, I don't want to take necrotic damage.
If you want to see that, it's like Nyx can totally just teleport right past 2 of them.
You can only see 2 of them. How many are there?
There's the third.
Three. There's three.
Barely.
There might be more in the darkness that we don't see yet. Okay. Gonna... Okay. Where can she... Okay.
What's the range on your shadow step?
I think it's 60 feet. Double check
Oh.
that real quick. But
That's a whole party of them.
yeah, I know. She's totally gonna end up. Yep, 60 feet. But I'm not gonna necessarily do that because I'm not that crazy. I'm a little crazy. This is definitely crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and teleport.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I know. This is dumb.
Where are you
Gonna go ahead.
teleporting to?
This spot right here. Behind this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a bad idea. Bad idea. Magic gloves keep me safe as I punch it. And I can only punch it twice because I did the jumpy magic thing. I get advantage on the first attack.
Okay. As you strike out at it, its held action of not attacking until attacked goes off as well.
It's just a
Everyone's held action starts going off.
Yep.
I mean, he only attacked because he was attacked, right?
Yeah. So I mean,
Okay. A 23 will hit this. It'll take 8 damage.
the 24 doesn't.
Oh, sorry, I missed the 24. So it will both strikes will hit.
Is it dead?
No.
I mean, technically.
not dead.
So, can I do my held action?
It gets its action first.
Technically,
Like
I
a
was the one that attacked.
Technically, all of the actions will kind of go simultaneously. So your attack will not prevent it from its attack. Why are my rolls not appearing up on the?
Julia was having trouble with that on her game too.
Yeah,
I'll
its
have
attack will trigger my attack.
to- Mhm.
Yay, held actions.
A 9, I'm assuming, will miss Moonscar.
Oh my gosh, I hope so.
It's just like, this is a bad idea.
Okay, so it attacks in retaliation. Kizriel, I believe you're the first one who had a held action to attack, so go ahead and make your attack.
Nice.
Is your weapon
Oh,
is your weapon magical?
Nope.
Okay. The arrow hits it. Doesn't seem to do as much as you'd like it to, though.
Hey, if it did any, that's as much as I was hoping.
And then, Rix, your Sacred Flame will go off.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw, and it needs to beat a 14.
I'm going to go ahead
Which
and
probably
cast it
will.
for me. Because if you cast it, I can see all that information.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
If your Beyond 20 is working, which mine isn't.
Mine should be. 2 points. Nice. That's supposed... I rolled 2 1s or something, because that's supposed to do 2d8 point worth of
You
damage.
rolled 2 1s.
2 1s.
Oh, rip. At least...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
Rolled a
Didn't take any
16?
damage. Yeah, it beats it.
At least you didn't roll like 16 damage and then it saved.
It is a wispy. It is wispy. Like it seems to be coming apart in places as parts of it are kind of separating and detaching as it's trying to hold itself together.
Part of my free action involves, why are we hitting them?
I'm sorry, Bruce. You should have gone before Nyx. So go ahead and take your turn now. I apologize for swapping you guys.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, well, if Nyx is gone and punch and teleport, he's like, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, well, hold on. Okay. Yeah. 25. Yeah. I'll move to there to be a little bit closer. And then, yeah, he's gonna swing.
Okay. it will release its held action and swing at you too. Because that's what they do.
It be like that sometimes.
21 will hit. For a total of... Are you raging?
I am not.
Okay.
Only got 2 of those bad boys left.
Okay, so a total of 7.
So
8,
7
9.
slashing, 2 radiant, I think. No, 4 radiant on the first one, and
Okay.
then 10 slashing, 2 radiant on the second. If the 18 hits.
18 will hit.
Cool. That's good.
8, 9, 10.
And as he moves and is like hitting them, he's gonna look at Nyx and... Have you given any thought into turning into a member of House Canna? You know...
This is just kind of.
That question, man.
Does 25 hit you, Bruce?
Yeah.
Ow.
Okay.
Oh, I bet that's necrotic damage.
What?
If we don't say it, it won't happen.
That's true. There have been many times where halfway through the fight here.
I'm
And
gonna
you know
throw it out there, Mike. I don't think it rolled. I think it just did 1 plus 20 plus 4.
Yeah.
I see that. Okay.
Otherwise, it crit super
Wow.
hard on me.
I know. I was gonna say. This
I'm really
doesn't
glad
look
that you
right.
caught that.
21 hit.
21 will still hit, yes.
At least it's not a
Can
crit.
you roll
Crit.
Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Sure, I can do that.
You're a strong boy.
21.
21. Okay, cool. You take 10 necrotic damage,
Oof.
and you pass your saving throw, so that doesn't reduce your maximum hit points by that damage.
Cool.
Good idea. Like, such a
What
plan.
do I have my features? Do I still have any of that left? No, I don't. Dang it.
Sure, if it would piss him off more if it became a house captain. I don't even have control over that.
Okay, Z, it is your turn.
What are those other numbers?
Rolls that matter.
Okay.
Welcome to Rolls That Matter.
Ask yourself a really
Should have named
important
that the stream.
Ask yourself an important question. Do you really want to know the answer to that question?
I'm scared to know the
Oh.
answer to that question.
Ooh, please tell me a 17 hits.
A 17 does hit. Which one were you shooting at, Z? Please declare your attacks before you make them. Just for future reference.
Amy, we can't hear you.
You're muted.
You're still muted.
Oh no. Hold on, let me see what's going on here.
It's like a Zoom meeting.
Try dropping in and out of the Discord chat real quick.
Again, man, it's not very
It is
nice
like
to her
a Zoom
today.
meeting. This is way
I
more fun
didn't
than
see which
Zoom
one she did
meetings, so.
declare, and that one is just gone. Just... It kind of swings out at Bruce and lashes out at him. Bruce just kind of sees this fire kind of like light it from behind, a pinprick in its head, and the head just kind of poof as fire engulfs it from Z's fire bolt.
That's my brain, you dolt.
Still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Yay!
Yay, you killed one.
I heard that. I could hear you guys fine. Anyway,
Any snarky comment you'd like to make?
have you tried turning it off and on again?
I meant in regards to killing the specter, but you know.
That works too, though.
Moving on.
You asked about snarky comments. I'm pretty good there.
Okay, cool. Top of the order, Kisriel, it's your turn.
I just realized with that hover over bar that I've got different health.
What would your health? What should your health be?
D, to be honest, says it's 24. So is it roll 20 that's out of date?
It's roll 20 that's out of date. I had to update tokens and stuff. It's probably my fault.
Okay, no
Oh,
problem.
and I can't see health bars for people.
I had to update tokens.
I can see my own, and that's it.
I can.
These
see
are things that can be
clearly
worked
now.
out later, though.
Yes.
No,
Can
that's
see
no
later.
problem. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna
I can see mine bruises and riches.
Guara's attacks don't count as magical until next level, and I don't have a magical attack, so
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Oh, and just in case that natural one comes on me position. There we go.
Ooh.
just you can get your shield ready.
Yeah, but that's not
Your
how this
shield
works.
is a larger target.
Debatable.
How do you reposition your token?
There's a
Uh,
little blue box above your token.
Yeah, if you click it, the little box
It's
appears
good.
around it with a box at
But
the
it-
top. You grab that, spin it.
It's in relation to the top of your head, so it's currently over Guara.
Would I help if I move Guara here? Just for you?
The 16 here?
Sometimes my little
16
bubbles
hit.
cover it though.
Okay, so we know that 16 will hit. Good to know.
So 11-ish, probably 5. And attack number 2.
Nice.
Maybe I should sharpshoot. No, don't get cocky.
No, get cocky. Let's do this.
Come on, girl.
She already rolled it. It's done.
No, yeah, I would have said that before I rolled him.
Where would you like to aim at this particular spirit?
Oh, like she gets between like the blade, like Bruce like swings, goes right past Bruce's arm.
Okay.
But just right down the middle.
Like that first arrow, it causes more dissipation than the last arrow. You kind of aim, you kind of hit the center chest part region, and it just kind of poof and dissolve.
Thank the creator's flame traveler, whatever.
Rick smirks.
Is there a god of cannon? I mean, we're kind of shooting cannons, ghosts.
Rix, it's your turn.
All right, Rex is going to grumble a little bit that his sacred form doesn't work, but he's going to position himself right here. And actually, hold on. I was here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. And he's going to look at that dude. He's going to Eldritch Blast it.
Okay, I'll just blast it.
All right. Spells. I get
Has it acted yet?
No.
Yes, that one has acted.
It has?
It has moved. Or is it taken a combat action? Is that what it is?
No, I think it just said.
But it has had its turn.
If it's had its turn, yeah, but I know that it's had its turn because he moved it forward. Because that's the first
21
one.
hits.
That's the first one. And then again, because I get 2. That one probably does not hit. I doubt it.
That one does not hit.
No, but he does 5 points of damage, force damage, and then he is going to. That's all he's really going to do on his turn. I think there really isn't much he can do right now.
Okay. After which is Jalira, your turn.
Okay. She's gonna collect up her lantern and hook it to her like belt or whatever she does when she's on the move with it. Let's see. No. I don't know what I did, but I am now in darkness. There we go. Okay. We're good.
What did you do?
I don't know. I'm just trying to measure.
Okay.
There we go.
So clipping it to your belt will take a bonus action.
Alright. Well, I mostly just want to come up and look around. There's not much I think I can do other than that. Bonus action? So that means, and then movement, that means I still have an action?
You still have an action.
Guidance doesn't really do anything in fighting. Does it?
Oh, how many
No, I
rounds
don't
does
think
that
it
last? It's 10 rounds,
10.
right?
It's a minute.
Alright.
Oh,
2 rounds.
nothing useful.
Maybe I'll stop and do a perception.
And I guess I'll get my crossbow ready. I don't think I have enough. I don't think I had it out, so I don't think I have enough.
Well, that could be your action and bonus action, shifting your gear so you have the thing on your belt. And...
Bonus action to clip the lantern, and as you're moving forward, you can pull your crossbow out. You can still take a shot with your crossbow if you wanted to.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at this guy.
Punch.
Yeah,
Do it.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Shoot her.
17?
17 hits. What's the damage?
7.
Okay. 7. Okay. Your crossbow bolt flies it. It hits it. It impacts it. It does a little something, but not nearly as much as you thought it would.
It did something. I'm happy.
Okay. Okay, that concludes Cherry's turn, which means it's their turn.
There's still more.
He did say they.
Oh no. Why? Oh, because I hit it. Rip.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. To be
hold
fair,
on.
I didn't hit that one.
You have a cone attack, right, Nix?
Okay, one for Nyx, 2 for Riggs. 1 for Nyx. Okay, cool. They're not gonna both gang up on Riggs. That's great. First attack at Riggs. Does an 18
Yeah.
hit you?
That will hit me, yeah.
Uncanny dodge. Uncanny dodge.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I'd like to do an uncanny dodge on that for whatever the damage is, but I will roll the con saving throw. Okay. 16?
You succeed your con saving throw.
Dope.
12 necrotic damage reduced to 6.
6 damage, and it eats up my temporary HP, and then I take 1 hit point.
Does an 18 hit Nyx?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, it hits.
I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Hey!
Like a champ!
Yeah! Get it! I'm so happy. I'm so scared that one of us is gonna fail.
Okay. Bruised, it is now your turn. Putting you in the
How much
correct
did I
order.
get?
You received a total of 7 damage. Necrotic.
Alright. Bruce is gonna step up and he's gonna swing.
Swing away, Bruce. Swing away.
18.
18 will hit.
4 slashing and 1 radiant. Ugh.
9 will not hit.
Okay.
You hit it with your first one, and the radiant damage kind of hits it to the side, and it kind of squishes in on Rix as your follow-up swing would take you into Rix. If you were to cut through this ethereal form, you kind of pull back at the last second so you don't swing into Rix himself.
Rix is like, oh.
Nyx, it is your turn.
Have you guys seen a schema?
It's worth asking.
And with that word, they all kind of look at you and focus on you.
Oh no.
I had a
Oh,
feeling that was
no.
going to happen, but
Oh no.
I am
I'm just
punching.
asking. I don't...
Punching.
Actually, she does have the shadow attack.
Which one are you punching? Or are you gonna shadow attack?
Gonna shadow attack both of them,
Okay.
Who's after Nyx?
and then
After
I
Nick
still have.
is Z.
Yeah, I don't. Did it work? It didn't go through.
I don't see it.
Nothing's come through yet.
Dang it. Let me relook at that. This is my spells. Blast.
There it goes. Did you pull the blast out and aim the cone like you want it to? Because you have that ability now.
I forgot. Yeah, this is the first time I've actually used it since.
You got the. I actually made a template for it.
Yeah, this is the first time since I've made a template.
Where did I
So
template?
yeah, I'm gonna definitely like direct it.
Like, how cool is that, guys? Like, that's pretty awesome looking.
For real. Oh, look at that. That's amazing.
That looks much cooler than my magical things that I made.
Again, thank you, 2 Minute Tabletop, for the things that I use from you because they are awesome.
Oh, for real.
Okay, I need will saves or wisdom saves. Will save. Wow, 3.5 lives forever.
It was your
say
first
will
one. It was your first one.
You
Today.
say for me, but it was KOTOR.
Fail.
KOTOR has reflex.
Fail.
Ooh,
Wow.
yeah.
I-
Nyx.
Else. It's only 8 damage, but it's magical.
It's still, yeah, no, that is damage typed psychic, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
no,
is
that-
it more powerful against ghosts like in Pokemon?
No.
Or, no.
Nice try. I applaud your
If
effort.
only. If only.
Yeah, I think it makes
Dragon.
sense.
Okay, after Nyx would be Z.
Yeah, we're all in a really bad spot for her to see it, though.
Yeah, seriously, y'all are all crowded in. I don't know if I can do anything without hitting you.
Nyx,
To be
can you go
fair,
ahead and
As long as you don't roll low, we should be fine.
So, not roasting you and Rix counts only if, or is dependent on me rolling high.
Just not a 1. The 1 is where it gets dangerous.
This is the girl that came up and was poking the pedestal, so.
Well, but you know, that was just putting me in harm's way. That wasn't aiming fire at your backs.
There's 2 more.
Oh,
My
goodness.
gosh. Okay.
Oh boy. Well, a nice AoE
Should've-
wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, I should have grabbed
I should have just punched. I should have just punched. Oh,
Nyx. Does a 9 hit you? No, of course it doesn't. And this one, yeah, no. Well, Z, it is your turn now.
I know. I'm thinking. I'm not going to help them. Hold on.
But are you going to hinder them?
No. I might do something that they're happy about.
Stay in the corner and don't do anything and don't get attacked?
I'm checking out my mage armor.
Are you gonna use page armor?
Hold on. Which shield and mage? Neither of those actually look
Shield
like
is
they're gonna
shield
help
is
me.
a reaction. Mage armor is what you put on. Shield only lasts 1 round. Mage armor lasts for 8 hours.
These things
Okay.
get like a truck with
So I
necrotic
am going to cast mage armor on myself.
Woohoo! Mage armor. That's a first for you.
I know,
It's a
right?
second for her. She's worn it before.
She has? Okay.
Yeah, very briefly. I think would rather use her other spell slots to make things go boom.
True. Mage armor. Okay. So your current AC is 13 plus your dexterity modifier.
So, gee, I've gone from a 12 to a 14.
That's
I'm
not
ever
bad.
so slightly less squishy.
Take what you can get. And if something does attack you,
Slightly less squishy. I mean,
sometimes it's all you can ask
Maybe
for.
a 15.
Is that your turn?
What's her dex modifier?
1.
And she has the rope protection. Close
That's right,
protection.
she does. She has a cloak of protection.
So should be a 15 AC.
Does it stack?
Yeah, because it's not armor.
It builds up.
Cool. I didn't know that.
So you have an AC of 15. Which for a wizard is pretty darn good.
Pretty darn good.
So there we go.
Cool.
For the second time in our game, I have cast mage armor on myself.
That concludes your turn.
Yep.
Top of the order, Kizriel.
I'm on deck. Got it.
I feel like if I do, and I nab 1, I would get. Is there a
We get to
penalty for
reroll.
this?
Oh yeah,
You are
they're
a
gonna,
halfling.
they are gonna have cover from you.
You are halfling.
I was like, if I got Guard to stand here and I stood on top of her, I would still only be as tall as you guys.
What if you
Don't
climbed
you-
up the ladder?
Rix
Don't
is
you
like
have the-
6
My
foot.
husband.
Doesn't kids have sharpshooter? Doesn't
Yeah,
that mean
that-
she
that-
negates cover?
That does negate cover.
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
okay, never mind. She's gonna go pew.
Sharpshooter is dope.
Have any of them taken any hits yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Two of
the
them-
one to the one right above Rix, this one here, has taken 5 points of damage.
I will
And the
hit
one
that one.
The one
Force
above
damage.
Nyx is taking damage as well.
Taken 8 points of damage from my shadow blast.
Yeah, so this one's a little. I think they both, these two here, this one and this one.
Oh,
They,
did
they
11
both
hit?
hit.
Just misses.
Oh, well now we have an idea of what the AC is that we're trying to hit, so it'll make it go a little faster.
Okay, I'm gonna get cocky. Sharpshooter.
Well, that's what we love about our halfling.
She gets well. I'm not the only one that gets cocky here. I have to double check. Okay, it's a -5 penalty.
It's a monk who turned up, who made herself appear behind him.
So whatever that is, -5. So does a
18 will hit.
hit.
Yes.
So that would be 18 damage. So 9.
At the one above.
This is
Rick?
it's Rick above Rick's. Yeah. Just don't be.
Oh yeah, he did.
Okay.
Harurura.
Okay. After that is Rix.
It's my turn. Okay,
Oh,
so
wait,
that
no,
one's
Rick-
gone.
kids- Yeah, you used both shots.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I missed the
Okay.
first one.
That one's gone. Rix is going to turn his attention. He's going to use part of his movement to take out the Traveler's Gift.
Mhm.
And he's going to strike at the one, this one, the other one that has been injured by Nyx already. And he's going to
Okay.
use Booming Blade as he does it. So I'm going to make the attack action, and if it hits, I will do the other stuff with it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me actually see if I actually hit this thing. I know anything above an 11 will hit. Oh wait. Oh, but what's it? I get advantage because it's within melee range. Ha 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 ha. No, I don't get advantage. I get sneak attack damage, right? That's what it is. I get sneak attack damage. Okay. So, yeah. So it will hit.
23 will hit.
23 will hit. It will take 7 piercing. That's 19 points of damage with all together. And let me do the booming blade now. And I think
Does sneak attack damage apply to any hit, or does it have to be used as part of an attack action? because the spell, this is a spell attack, not an attack. So that's my only question.
Well,
here.
no, Booming Blade is part of the actual attack action. So I
as
will
part of
activate-
Booming Blade, you have to take an attack.
I have to
Okay.
take an attack in order for Booming Blade to trigger. So I have to be able to hit them, and then if I land the hit, I get the additional thunder damage. It says you brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack of normal effects, then becomes sheathed in booming energy.
I'm not looking at Booming Blade. I'm looking at the sneak attack.
Oh, sneak
It's when
attack?
you hit with an attack.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so it counts.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'm
all I
going
need to know. That's all.
Okay, so I'm going to roll Booming Blade. It's going to take 3 points of thunder damage. Then I'm going to back up a little bit because I have mobile and it can't hit me. I'm going to back out of the way so that people can see better. And if it tries to move, it will take 10 thunder damage.
Okay, so it takes 7 piercing and 12 sneak attack.
Yeah, but that's
nine-
I think
19
halved
here,
because
right?
that's
19
regular
reduced to half.
damage. Yeah, and then 3 thunder damage on top of that. And if it tries to move, it takes an additional 10 thunder damage.
Shadow, step away.
And I can
Attacks
back
of
away from it.
opportunity.
Yeah, I'm mobile. If I attack something, I back away from it. It doesn't get an attack of opportunity on me.
That is
Mike
the end of
is-
your turn. It is Cherry's turn.
Mike regrets giving me that one.
Okay, I'm going to I'm going to just step over here and shoot that one.
Okay.
It is sheathed in thunder.
Does 23 hit?
23 will hit.
5 piercing. Or whatever.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Cool.
You don't get the second attack?
I need a magical weapon for that.
And with it wouldn't apply to a crossbow anyways because the crossbow has the reload property.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, it's something I didn't see that one day when we did it against the carcass crabs, but with the reload property in place, you can't fire a second time unless you have a crossbow specialty, like feet.
Okay, well, I'm glad I know that so I don't waste the
Nick,
magic
does-
weapon on
does-
a crossbow.
Does the 20 hit you?
Hit me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Is
Yep.
this the one that was looking at Bruce?
It was.
It has been reminded.
You pass, so you just take 10 necrotic damage.
Just 10 necrotic, that's all.
It's not like we struggle to heal anyone here.
Not
Bruce,
like
it
I'm
is your
bloody
turn.
or anything.
Alright, Bruce will step up and swing.
What's your health?
Really?
Miss.
Oh, rip.
Okay, that's a natural 1. That's exciting.
I'm so glad I stepped out of there. I'm just gonna say that for the record.
Can you roll another d20 for me?
The D20?
A percentile die. Just roll me a percentile. Roll me a percentile. 86. Okay, you don't hit next.
Cool.
That would be a bad day.
Alright.
Okay.
Swing again.
It's like as you kind of take that first step forward to swing at it, and you kind of like stumble over the carpet that happens to be right there on the ground. It like catches your foot at the last second. You're like, you kind of miss it. And then you kind of backhand up, swing it, and you hit it for enough to destroy it.
Seriously, do you guys just have like nothing better to do than hang out here? Like, if I was a ghost, I'd at least go see the world or something. Like, this seems boring.
They're trapped out here. They're like, just rub it in, man.
Nick, it's now your turn.
Oh man.
Whose turn is it?
Nix's.
It is my turn. Okay, I wasn't sure
After
if they
that,
went
they
before.
go and then Z.
Okay. All right. Punch. Punch.
Woo. Oh, nice! That nat 20 though.
You dealt the same damage. On both hits.
That hurts.
Okay, both
Still
will hit.
there.
It'll take. Yeah, it'll take 16 damage.
She has her magic gloves. Is it still alive?
Still alive.
Okay, one more punch then.
Finish him.
It's more damage than the crit.
Kind of mean. Yeah, no, it's true.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
those crits.
As you punch it, you just watch it as it just kind of.
It's because you're a little one normally on the damage.
Okay. Is that it for
And
your
she's
turn?
not gonna move. She's gonna go ahead and stay put.
Okay. You roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. See here.
Me again.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Dang it. Knew my luck was gonna run out at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take 5 necrotic damage, and your total HP is reduced by 5.
Could have been a lot worse. Could have been
Yeah,
a lot worse.
that could have been.
Could have been a
so much
lot
worse.
worse.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
it
Like, got
could've.
2 ones in there. Oh man.
So how do I do that?
It's
Okay.
probably like the temporary hit points, but
Max HP modifier.
Yep, minus
Negative.
5.
Okay, there we go. Found it. We're good.
Cool.
Okay, after that, it is Z's turn.
Okay.
From your current position, if you were to shoot a spell at it, it would have cover from you.
Haha. Hey, obviously, this is the dude.
I moved for you.
Thank you.
$19 will hit. It'll take 5 fire damage.
Not nearly as impressive as last time, but I'll take it.
Last time was pretty awesome, not gonna lie. Okay, after Z, we're back to top of the order with Kizrael, then Rix.
no, sharpshooter. Maybe I should create another. I should probably learn how to do macros and make a macro for sharpshooter. And now I'm just gonna roll it. So -5 is 12,
On the nose. You hit.
and then 16, so 8.
Second shot.
I will sharpshooter that too and get cocky. Yes, I'm getting cocky. So
Do it.
18, so 9.
Nice.
Am I correct that they're resistant to piercing? Is it just
How would you like to do this?
Yeah.
just make it just some sort of very like it's starting to like fall apart from other hits, and it's just that center point. Just
It's like reaching out a claw to swing at Nyx again, having taken a chunk of what looks like her life force with it. The last attack, you kind of before it can reach out another claw and attack her.
All right. Are we still in turn order?
Yes, you still are in turn order.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna have Guara go be like defensive between squishies. And she's just gonna be defensive of squishies.
Okay.
Mostly Z, because she's squishy.
And like half health.
And I can actually get to the group with my little legs.
Your little legs.
Okay. Rix, it is your turn.
All right, Rix is going to cautiously move forward. So 5, 10, 15. We're still in combat.
Yep.
30, 40. Okay. So he's going to look around. He sees, I'm guessing this is a door here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a door there. And you can kind of see in this path, and it's like a curved hallway. So while still in combat and still guarded, he's currently wearing, he's brandishing his traveler's gift, and he kind of reports what he sees back to the others. He's like,
Okay.
all right, 2 doors, and there's a path to the left. It looks like it curves, but I don't see any more of them, but they could just appear, so be on your guard.
Do any of the doors have the blue keyholes like we saw on the last door for the other thing that they didn't particularly? I mean, I would assume that they weren't super
Do
protective
any
their
of the
records.
doors have that blue keyhole thing with you?
No, none of them seem to. So you're kind of looking around, kind of taking your time looking around. You see a female, young, not like teenage young, but like late 20s. It's kind of had way different from the ones you'd previously seen. Kind of stick its head outside the door and look around, see you, and then immediately pull back into the door to your right.
Whoa, wait. He calls
That
out.
door
We
you
did
notice.
just murder a bunch of them for no good reason.
That door you notice doesn't have a blue holographic gem. It has a brown holographic gem.
He's going to go and knock on the door a few times. Wait, come back! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Roll me a persuasion check.
I'm okay.
At
There was-
disadvantage.
Dang, damn it. We did just kind of like murder hobo a bunch of ghosts.
So
They were already dead.
12. I mean, you're right.
But does that make it really acceptable?
No.
It's a good argument. It's a good argument, but
Those could have been her friends.
oh yeah, no, she totally doesn't read you right. She is in a corner hiding right now.
Oh, let's adopt her.
Are we still in combat? Or
And now is when combat, like you see her poke her head out, and combat, your adrenaline starts to kind of cue down as you're pounding on the door trying to get her attention, and you are now out of combat order.
Can I can't open the door, right? It's obviously locked.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, it's got the same kind of key gem there. I mean,
What it's a brown one though, so unless we can find a brown one.
Hey,
he's
listen,
going to-
this is a
he's-
big complex, right?
Bruce is gonna poke his head over here, see what's.
okay.
Hey, can I go do a perception while I still have guidance?
Right now I'm gonna go to Bruce first.
Please don't bring up a Hydra. Thank you.
Thank you, please, and thank you.
To fight a crack in another game.
As you peek around the corner, you see a fresh pool of water kind of lying there. And the water itself looks clean, as if it's maintained by some form of magic. Above the map. Stop being stupid, thank you. Above it, on the wall on the opposite side of the pool of water, are a couple of sink basins with pitchers next to them. Each one of them has a mirror kind of placed above it. Further on, you see what looks like a small pedestal down in this area, and from your point of view, you think you see a couple of sets of doors in front of you down the hallway more.
Can he ascertain the purpose of this room?
It's a bathroom, you think? A shower room at the very least, we're in the area you're at. Used for bathing, getting clean.
I don't think that's something we've done in a while, guys.
She's not wrong.
Bruce is gonna reach down and touch the water.
The water, it's warm to the touch. Very pleasant temperature.
Bruce fights the instinct to just dive into it real quick.
The water itself starts out shallow, but closer to the two bigger squares of water. A line, it starts shallow, but it gets deep enough that it would probably come up to your waist. So you could sit down and kind of submerge yourself in the water if you wanted to. Hey guys, this seems kind of like a good place to take a break. Do you want to take a quick break for a few minutes?
Yeah, let's take a break. I think that's a good
Let's
idea.
take a quick break.
All right, how long are we breaking for?
It's 15 minutes work for everybody?
Yeah, it works for us. Yeah.
15 sounds good. Okay. For everybody watching, we're gonna take a quick 15-minute break, and we'll be back. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Okay, good breaks, I trust. I see some people munching. Snacks were gotten. Refreshments were had. Chamber pots were used. Moving on. Kisrael, what would you?
Bruce is in the bathroom.
What would you like to try and perceive? Where would you like to try and perceive?
How about I sneak up and just step up in front of Bruce, and I'd like to just look for movement, looking for any kind of creature.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Perception. I mean, it's not great, but she gave me guidance, and I wanted to try it. Okay, and that's a D4, right?
Yes, guidance is a 19. You see, the faintest amount of ripple in the water, as if something is kind of keeping it a little more active. Looking down into the water itself, you don't see a creature or a cause for that. You catch your reflection in the mirror on one of the stands, which, whoa. Well, probably not for you, but you see Bruce, and Bruce looks pretty messy. But I mean, you're a ranger, you're used to roughing it, you're used to going a couple days without a bath if you have to. Been a while, though. It's been a while. Down the hall, you can make out that down here looks to be a kind of a door that's partially kind of collapsed open, kind of partially open, almost like a soji screen almost, that's been kind of slightly tilted open. And you pick up the faintest trace of a lemon fresh scent on the air.
Well, this is nice.
Okay, after
At
that,
least it doesn't smell like, the pharmacy section when they've got all those soaps in the middle of it, right? It's just-
right. Okay, so after that, Bruce has studied the bathroom. Kiz has studied the bathroom. Rix is pounding at the door. Jalira, what are you doing?
Trying to coax her out, but it's fine.
I'm trying to make sure that my lantern picks up anything important.
Okay. Z, what are you doing? You seem to be muted.
Again.
Or at least the volume's not coming through.
Have you tried turning it off and on?
Man, she's had such bad luck with that today.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just keeping an eye out. More ghosties, more whatever.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
Nice. Z is keeping an eye on everything. Nyx, what are you up to? This will be the last one I have to get to before I go back to Rix.
Go ahead. since they've checked the bathroom, she's gonna go ahead and go in.
Okay.
Gonna take some time and actually try and change to get a mark of making. She's just gonna keep changing forms until it's a human or human with the mark of making.
Oh, and you're looking in the mirror waiting for it.
Okay.
Yeah, she's probably leaning on like something. Yeah,
I just hope he doesn't ask you to roll percentile dice.
she's doing her form changes.
Remind me, Nix, your old washerwoman who used to do the clay work. She was a human form, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of going through your forms, nothing is bringing it up, and all of a sudden you just kind of like, you feel the barest hint from your dragon mark, like, try something older. And you think about it, you turn it, you go into your clay working alter ego that you previously set up, and all of a sudden, on your face, there's a mark of making.
Make me be my old personas. She's literally like, she's really tired at this moment. She's just like,
There's a splash behind you.
There's a splash behind you. And Bruce apparently lost that wisdom save. Like as you switch to that face, you're like, you're happy and seeing that it, it brings that mark of making out. However, this is also the disguise that you used when you left everything you knew back in Sharn and were running for your life, and that brings with it a flood of emotions. Like some of your fear comes back, some of your paranoia comes back, the hiding out, the seclusion that you pulled yourself into for that persona. As you kind of shift into that persona and you kind of grab the edges of the sink yourself and just kind of have to take a minute to kind of breathe and bring yourself back to a more state of normalcy, at which point you hear splash from behind you. Rix, we're going to go back to you now.
Okay. I'm ready.
You're ready. What are you saying to the door?
Oh my gosh, he kind of is taking a more gentle tone in his voice, and he's like, "We don't mean you any harm. We were defending ourselves. Please, are you all right? Who are you? Is there anything we can do to help? Perhaps you have some answer for us. We're looking to help."
Roll me a persuasion check.
Just a straight roll this time?
Straight roll this time.
I'm so scared.
Oh, come with your wand, Cherry.
Hey, Cherry, you want to help me a bit?
Huh?
Guidance?
Yeah,
Little late,
okay.
little late for it.
Okay.
Sick!
I imagine Rick's doing that in character.
Just like,
Can you want to?
I could really use a little guidance right now. No, it's 6. It's bad.
Oh, because
Why is it
She's not used to having that.
What's sad is I'm the one in the group, one of the people in the group that has the higher charisma.
You improve.
our boys.
Oh, Mike,
yes.
Mr. DM. Guara is basically just following Zaneem around, being mama cat to her.
I had kind of assumed that she'd taken up a position near Zaneem and was like watching out with Zaneem and making sure that nothing was coming. And the second Zaneem sees anything that would cause trouble, Guara would kind of just very surreptitiously put herself between said trouble and Zaneem.
Yeah, it's like she still leaves her hand down long enough, and it's still got some like scarring from like it was an electric attack, right? She might like start licking it, but since it's not it's a big cat tongue, that's probably really uncomfortable.
I mean, it's not like a tiger tongue that's like barbed as much, but I mean, jaguars' tongues are pretty tough too, right?
I imagine so. Yeah.
Like, so you get this momentary distraction of this tongue licking your hand. It's like
She'd be okay with it though.
Just unexpected.
Yeah, it was shocker for just a second, but like, oh wait, that's Guara. We're good. Moving on.
A little shadow.
Does anybody look obviously messed up?
Nyx probably looks pretty messed up.
All right. Hey, Nyx. Do you think you need heals?
Won't do any good here.
I guess for some reason I thought we were in a different dimension. But I guess just because the doors... this is making my head hurt.
Is there any way we can kind of like, no, we're indoors. You can't like say, oh, the weather's different because we're indoors. I mean, do you want to, is there some sort of something you can sense?
I don't know. I don't think anything would work right now. We would have to go to another dimension. We'd have to do something else.
No, I don't have the energy for
And
for
that's
another
just fine.
rope trick, but I have the one. I do have one charge for some of my lower spells. I guess I just want to be smart how I use it.
We can try
Probably best-
sleeping in that red room with all the doors closed.
Bruce pops up from under the water.
Vix turns. Can I get a little help here?
He does like the Bond girl like shampoo kind of thing where he just kind of comes up, like shakes his head. No, this is really nice. Everyone should get it.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Rix is trying to get the ghost girl to come out.
I don't know if she's necessarily a ghost.
What does she look like?
She opened
Not
the door.
like the other things. She opened and closed a door.
She did not open the door.
Or no,
She stuck her head
she stuck her
through
head
the door
through the
and
door.
pulled it back through the door. She's very
Okay,
much a
so
ghost.
She is a
from
ghost.
your
Okay, sorry.
perspective.
I rescind my comment, and he's going to see like it's a ghost, but she didn't look like the others.
Hello. My name's Jalira.
These
Most
look
people
like
call me
stalls down here.
Carrie.
Dude, stalls? I haven't used a bathroom stall since.
TMI.
Do these look like stalls down here, Mike?
Yes, those are privy stalls.
How
You know
many
what?
of
Bruce
them
is
do you have
Bruce
to
is gonna Bioshock this. I'm gonna check everyone.
go? It's a good game.
Starting with which one?
The one to the right, then the one to the left of him.
So this one and then this
Yeah.
one. Okay. So you kick open that first door. You kind of bust in there real quick. You find a body. It's a young man. He's in robes. Kind of have fallen over while still sitting on the potty that is there.
Oh, man.
Way to go.
Do you care to roll a perception check for me?
Poke, 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 poke.
Oh, are you alright? Gone while he was on the privy.
Does he have pockets in those robes?
That's why I'm having you roll a perception check first.
Let's see. Perception. 21.
Yes, he does have pockets on those robes. Would you like to fish in the dead man on the privy's pockets?
Why not?
He's already there in the stall with him.
Roll me an investigation check.
18. This is where my high rolls are coming in, guys.
You find a small coin purse, which has 5 platinum in it, as well as a second blue key charm.
Okay, slightly less exciting, but there might be other key charms.
Also, maybe you could do different combinations and be like,
Same
1
time.
0 0 1 1 0.
We're about to find out how complex Mike made this place. I'm real excited.
So Bruce walks into the stall. You hear like shuffling around. And Bruce walks out picking his teeth.
You also find on the man's hand a Kenneth's signet ring.
You
Picking
get a
his-
ring. I
Hold on, let me adjust that. Picking his teeth and having a new pinky ring.
This blue
And
key
then-
charm,
Oh,
Go ahead.
it's the same color. However, the detailing on the original key charm had kind of like a more almost tentacle feel to it. This one seems to be a little more engineer-like, like pretty straightforward, straight, clean lines. Not the flair that the key charm that you guys have does. But it looks pretty similar. And the crystal on the end is definitely the same color.
He's gonna kind of walk out, like picking his teeth, looking at the ring a little bit, and then he's just gonna kick the next stall open across the room.
Stalls, if that's stall 1, then stall 2, stall 3, stall 4, stall 5 are empty. Coming down to this last one, you find another body.
What killed these people?
come out of so much
Do you,
jewelry.
do you want my guess as what killed these people?
The warning?
The morning.
Yeah, well, Bruce is
one-
gonna check his pockets and
This one
What?
is an older lady. She seems to have at least gotten away from the toilet before she died. Roll me a perception check.
I mean to check the same type of pockets.
The dress is a little differently made, so
Do I have advantage because she's not going anywhere?
yes, you can have advantage on the not moving corpse.
Oh my
Is-
god.
Israel walks up and kind of pokes her head around and sees you digging through this person.
Wow. With advantage, 6.
I wish
guess
those kids-
Kids,
Kids,
I mean, I hate dresses. I can never figure. Are there pockets in this thing?
There are never pockets.
Okay, roll me an investigation check, Bruce.
Why would they not? I mean, 4.
There's
Yep.
it's just this weird rule that pockets, girls.
So as you're coming around the corner, like Bruce is kind of like picked her up by the bodice and is kind of reaching in for pockets. And, like, he's got his hand turned towards the dress. It's not like he's copping a feel, but he's digging in the bodice part, like trying to find pockets. It's not going well. Roll me a perception check, Kizrael.
I'm like, should we get Zaneem? She might know the dress type better.
Oh my god.
You said perception, right?
Yes, I'm so glad Bruce was the one who kicked down the doors. That style of dress is rather outlandish to you. You're like, I don't know if that one has pockets.
Let's just start tearing it apart.
Yeah, Bruce just rips it open then.
Maybe it's a nice dress.
Okay.
It
I
was.
really hope that this is the body of the girl, the ghost, that is
That
in
we're
that.
trying to talk to.
Like, I want her to come out and like we finally agree, and then she sees Bruce just tearing through her body. Like,
No, with Bruce, I'd say it's less. He's like got his hand in there and he's trying to find something, and it's like getting stuck a little bit. He's just kind of getting frustrated. He just kind of.
oh my gosh.
I mean, this clearly shows that people died quickly in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
He's in here.
I mean, I
guess.
would think. I mean, they would.
I mean,
that there
the
was
guy-
no safety being underground where we are. They still died.
The
in
guy
morning.
in the stall over there didn't even make it off the cropper, so.
In ripping the dress apart, you do find another small pouch that contains 7 platinum.
This is the most money Bruce has ever had.
You were a ship captain.
Sorry, in this campaign. Canonically in the campaign, this is the most money Bruce has ever had. Don't worry, he'll split it with you guys.
Nice.
You also find another signet ring and another key charm.
Is it blue?
It is blue.
I don't need two.
Do them all at once.
Do you want one kiss?
Okay. She is lost in thought. She is thinking there's no way these guys got away. They're underground. They're deep in a bunk. This is almost like a bunker and they didn't survive. Was it fast? Did her parents suffer? She's just lost in thought.
Are you
Israel
good?
It's so sad.
She's not getting the humor of the guy dying on the toilet at all. It's just
okay. While you guys kind of go through that emotional phase, Nick, I see that you are in the water. Are you taking a moment to kind of refresh yourself?
Yeah, she's not gonna stay in the old woman's form. She's gonna
Okay.
go ahead and go back to probably the elf right now.
Roll me a percentile die.
Okay. Deal with that later. She's really just like, I don't feel good. I hate this all. Kind of feel.
The one that's the worst.
Okay. You find yourself with a mark of shadow on your face.
Okay, good.
yay.
Yeah, she's gonna go ahead and clean herself off some. Fully dressed because her clothing is disgusting too.
Mm-hmm. like Bruce, you just kind of you probably don't jump in. You just kind of walk down the little steps just into the water and just get to the point where you can just submerge yourself, as opposed to the full-on cannonball.
Yeah.
Okay. Zanim, you're still keeping an eye out. Guara has kind of kept next to you.
Unless she realizes there's water.
Okay, yeah, no, she can realize there's water. She probably heard the splash.
Whee!
And Guara is in the pool with Nyx. Like, you're kind of taking this moment to be calm and start cleaning, and then all of a sudden, splash as Guara comes into the water next to you.
Kitty.
Take a moment to pet Guara. Very nice. Okay. Zanim, you've moved forward. Jalira, can you roll me a persuasion check with advantage? Only because of the cuteness when she said, I'm a cherry.
Please roll better than I did. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Nice.
That's the
I had a
best
feeling that was
persuasion
going to
roll.
happen. The dice hate me, but, I'm down for them loving Jalira's adorableness.
You take a moment, you slowly watch as a figure once again kind of sticks her head out from behind the door.
Rix backs out a little bit to give her some room.
I'm gonna do a step back, but not not a repulsed kind. I'm just trying to make sure she has enough room if she wants to. Hi.
Looks to the left, looks to the right, looks at Rix, looks at Jalira, looks at Z.
When does Bruce come out of the bathroom with his new stuff?
Now you're still at this point you guys hear the but it's kind of hidden. It's behind a semi-closed stall. You're not entirely sure what's going on down there, but maybe even a little ding 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 ding, ding as the pouch falls to the ground. She sees Z, and she also sees Z's dragon mark. Kind of coaxes her out a little bit more. You see before you a younger woman, not the same face that Bruce is currently destroying the body of. However, she holds herself, though shy and scared at first, she does hold herself with authority. Like, this is her place and she should be here. And once she kind of fully emerges from the room, you see that she wears robes, but she also has a breastplate on top of the robe part, and that she has thigh protection on as well, like plates of metal that are kind of segmented down her legs. Kind of turns, looks at Zanim and Jalira and Rix. Who are you?
We call ourselves the Shadowslayers.
It's because when
She seems kind of alarmed when you say those words.
it's because we helped clear out some people and that were getting scared by some shadow
Giant
some
rats.
monsters.
Giant rats. And
Were rats and no, it's we're just trying to make the world a better place, and we're
how long have you been here?
I don't know.
What's the last thing you remember before?
The master of the forge had activated his machine, and they were all very happy about what it had done. And you see, like, she's trying her hardest to remember the farthest thing she obviously can, but it's hard. You can tell it's hard for her. And then there was a problem. Something happened.
Was it because of the machine?
I don't know.
Do you remember what the machine was, or at least what it did? What it was maybe supposed to do?
It was.
I'm sorry. This must be painful.
She looks at each of you. Zanim, will you make me a charisma saving throw?
Right.
If Zanim is there.
I'm here.
Your camera passed out on me, that's all. Reconnect real quick so I can see you. And the figure kind of leans and falls into you.
Creepy.
And through your head flood memories. You see a giant furnace in front of you. You see metal plates being constructed. Images are just kind of flying by quicker than you can really kind of focus on. And you see kind of culminating in this chamber, like you feel the heat coming from this chamber. You see a well of what looks like molten, shining glass that seems to be churning and constantly moving. In the shadows, you see this three giant, what you can only describe as dragon heads that have been lifted and are being held up, all connected to that same furnace and boiling container of molten glass. You see those three heads rise up. A dome overhead opens up, light pours in. It blinds you at first, and the heads rise up, and then the dome shuts behind them. You're not entirely sure what happened there, but you kind of come back. You've shifted again. You're at a table. You're hearing arguments back and forth. You can't really clamp onto any of the words other than success. It's unfortunate. Lost. Covered. What are we going to do? We bury it. We don't talk about it. We hide it. It never happened.
Oh no.
And then you guys kind of watch as Z's head is doing this kind of trying to look at everything she can, and the ghost kind of falls out of her back onto the floor.
How is Zanim looking?
Zeem's looking pretty rough. Like, almost as if she had a seizure. Zee looks like she's about to kind of collapse and fall.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna try and
Rix-
grab her. Support
Yeah,
her.
Rix is gonna try helping hold her.
Okay, you guys catch Z as before she can fall and hit the floor.
What happened? Are you
And the
okay?
ghost just kind of drifts slowly back and into the room through the doorway.
Wait, could you open it?
Hey, so I found a couple more of those key charms and a few rings.
Did she hurt you?
This is the
Bruce
point.
like leave.
See, are you okay?
Well, when I hear this, like, them freak out, Z, are you okay?
Well,
Nix is
Rix isn't shouting it out.
jumping
Delira might have been, but Rix is just like, "Are you okay, Z? Are you okay?" Like,
I said, did she hurt you? So
Yeah.
maybe you guys heard that.
I don't know. Cora definitely knew something was up, and she there was a splash when she got up.
So, how would Z respond? How's she doing?
Imagine that you just run a marathon and then were unceremoniously dumped into a freezing ice cold lake, pulled back and then shoved back in a couple more times, and then picked up and thrown on the ground.
Hi. Am I down any hit points? Or am I
No.
just...
You are just Bleh.
Okay. I need a few minutes.
Okay.
Kenneth did something whack.
Ugh. Okay. Like he's gonna try guiding her to maybe take a seat somewhere. Are these chairs over here?
No, those are essentially counters with sink bowls and mirrors. They're bathroom
Okay.
sinks.
All right. Yeah. So he's gonna sit her close to there. He's going to look at Nyx, see that she is wet, and not give Z a cup of water. Just as
Can
a
you
note.
pull Bruce back to the main map?
Sure. Oh,
yeah,
it's a little tiny crack. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
but if we could pull,
Yeah,
if we
I'm
could
stuck
bring,
in there.
if we could bring Z closer, maybe like Guara kind of moving out of the way, but like bring Z to sit like maybe like right in the square here.
Everything
And
all
then
right?
Rix will be here. We met another ghost, but this one didn't attack. We were trying to speak to it, and then it went into Z and then came back out, and we don't know exactly what happened, but Z just needs to rest right now. And he's like kind of looking over her, worried, not sure what he can do.
Okay, so would Z be able to articulate, I think the ghost was trying to answer our questions and show me the answers, and Kenneth did something whack. Maybe Kenneth started maybe whatever Kenneth created is what caused the morning.
What?
What?
I could be reading into the crazy things I just saw in my head, but Kenneth whack.
What did you see exactly? I mean,
Z would tell them.
I'm gonna go up
Okay.
and check on her.
he's going to look at the others. He's like, dragon, schema.
We're talking about the colossal schema that we're trying to prevent whatever
So
You think that's what it
if-
makes?
happening.
it could be, and if that has anything to do with what happened with the morning, if it's in the wrong hands, we could have another morning.
They
I think we already said that.
They what?
No, but now we know that, or at least suspect that this is possibly what caused the morning that we know.
I mean,
if it's one of the last things she remembers.
I mean,
I
it
could be making some jumps here.
Yeah. No,
I mean, we
we
don't
don't-
know that our schema it makes a doomsday weapon necessarily.
Pieces together makes what they called a Colossus Warforge,
a dragon.
which
form.
is a doomsday weapon.
Yeah, but how would that
we know.
kill everybody in a nation?
We don't know. I don't know. I don't understand the specifics of all of this, but
It just sounds like Kenneth bit off more than they could chew.
I'm remembering a dream I had that I think Bruise's mark triggered or something of legions of devices and specifically fixers causing destruction, and so I'm having visions of that again and just things that
I mean, how does a big mechanical dragon on the surface? I don't know. Except Kiz probably said that more distraught than I just did. Sorry.
No.
Z, to put it on scale, the dragon heads that you saw, now that you've had a chance to kind of breathe and take a moment, were about the size of half of Bruise's ship.
Okay.
Just the heads?
Just the heads.
Oh.
You don't remember seeing any bodies attached to the heads. You just remember seeing the heads. And all the tanks and all the hoses and all the leads.
Okay.
how do we should we destroy the schema that we have?
we can't.
I mean,
That's
chucking it into lava might work. Just need to find some lava.
well, you need to put it in a specific lava on a specific mountain.
Called Doom.
Doom.
Boom.
But
Hey, Z, you doing okay?
I just need a minute or 5.
I'm trying to give her like either a head or
Take a minute.
back rub that I know helps her, at least when she has overexerts herself like studying or something.
Or gets really hungover.
Yeah, I've probably helped her with that times too.
That definitely is part of the feeling here.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and eat your berry?
My berry?
yeah, I
you
think
could-
I gave everybody a berry. I don't remember.
Good bear.
I
may or may not
generated it.
heal you, but at least makes you feel a little bit better. Gets some nutrients in you.
Okay. Is Z feeling any better after eating a good berry?
Z eats a good berry. The good berry seems to kind of take care of a lot of the feelings of hunger, of hangover, of kind of mend some of the oh my gosh, what just happened to me feeling. You do not regain an HP though, but you do start to feel like it's helping you feel better.
Okay.
Healing
Like when you've got low blood sugar.
Okay. Alright.
That's how we calm an angry Amelia. I mean,
Here, have a gummy.
Yeah, just take a minute. Take whatever time you need.
Okay.
is that a giant bathtub?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's actually pretty nice.
It's warm.
As Nyx has stepped out of it, you kind of turn and look at it as Z points it out. All the grime that has come off of Bruise, all the grime that has come off of Guara and Nyx, you kind of see it as it just kind of seems to swirl and dissipate and fade away.
Kill beans. Cora
Okay.
gets out and does the whole body shake thing.
Well, Z's gonna go chill out in the bathtub for a minute, cause those are nice.
The warmth kind of seeps into your bones. Kind of again, you feel more restorative. Oh gosh, as I said, you felt like you'd been thrust into a frozen lake a couple of times. That kind of starts to dissipate as you're sitting and soaking in the warm water.
Being
Along-
possessed by a ghost is no fun.
Roll me perception checks, everybody.
Can I just use my passive?
Bruce is concerned about Z.
Can I just use my passive? Come on, Mike.
Even Bruce can't help but notice that, the sinks are also lined with bathing accoutrement. You see what look like bottles of shampoo, bottles of skin cleanser, stuff to get clean. More than just soaking in hot water would do.
And do these have a magic glow at all?
No. They smell nice, though. You kind of grab one, you open it.
Bruce is gonna grab like shampoo and stuff and hand it to Z.
I'm gonna hesitate. And if it looks like we are seriously gonna take a break, I'm gonna slowly start taking off all my little gadgets and stuff and strip down, and probably takes 10 minutes. I'm not sure.
I think half plate takes at least 5 minutes to get off.
Yeah. Half plate is not something that comes off quick.
Can you help me with this?
I mean, Bruce
Unless
would
you've
come
got
over and
lots of
help her get
half-plate.
out of it.
Oh my gosh. Rix is so anxious. He has not been naked in front of anyone for so long. And the last time he was like in his changeling form and shown in front of everyone, he was like getting inducted into the tyrants. So he's just standing there so awkwardly right now.
I mean,
Well, I think Zaneem went in fully dressed.
Yeah, but Zaneem can prestidigitation it dry later. I mean, it might take a minute, but she's not that dirty. The water just feels really nice.
I'm
looking
not
at the
naked for the
water.
record. I'm just took off my armor and gadgets and as bare as I could, but not naked.
Still maintaining a level of modesty.
Liz doesn't know what to do with the bath. I mean, she does know. She did grow up in the orphanage.
Yeah, Pipes made sure everybody knew what to do with the bath.
But she only
Whether
takes
they
off her
wanted it or
boots.
not.
Like,
And
you
dangles her-
probably helped give baths.
Mm-hmm.
Nick's
The
is gonna be
babies that
like,
were as big as I
"Oh,
was."
well, if we're doing F it, she's gonna go ahead and get undressed and get stuff. Clean
Liz is
herself
just gonna
up.
dangle her feet in.
She's gonna drop,
Sorry,
like,
Cora's back in.
throw her wet clothes over one of the sinks or something.
I'm gonna take this chance to wash my hair and actually take my headband off and all this stuff.
You know,
I got
guys,
a lot of little nooks.
you have no
crannies.
clock cone, like.
Hey,
It's
it doesn't matter to me. I'll fight naked.
There's no laundry detergent, right, Mike?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Do you think they'd mind?
I will
if
go
we walk
over and
against-
would you like me to prestidigitate something for you, Rix?
Yeah. Please. My armor, maybe, and my hair.
Okay, I'll take like a few minutes to, because
Thank
I'm
you.
not super great at it.
Thank you.
What form is Nick's wearing right now?
Oh, I think.
All form.
Bruce is gonna look over and be like, "Weren't you a human a second ago?"
I don't want to talk about it. It's like, sorry, it was the form that I used to hide, and that's the only one. It's like my mom wants me to actually go into my past and deal with that stuff, and I don't want to, so, I'm just not. Well, I don't know what Destiny, whatever freak is out there, I'm just not.
Cool.
She's gonna put her head under for a minute and clean her hair. She's like, I'm not dealing with this.
Nah!
Sorry.
There's something over there, guys.
Yeah, there's
She
a
might-
door over there.
So to Rix, she would be like, would it make you feel more comfortable if I were to be in my true form too?
Not really. I'll wait until you guys are done.
It's fine. Yeah. We could.
And she would have used twin speak. I'm sorry, I was trying to say that, and
Yeah.
I didn't.
And he kind of looks at Kiz and he's like, "Thank you."
So,
Hey,
do we think
anytime.
Whitehearth was ground zero?
We don't know. I
No.
mean, it's all speculations and theorizing at this point, but
And
I wouldn't-
horrific visions.
I mean,
I'm so sorry.
No,
it wouldn't surprise me if Kenneth was what happened.
there's a
I would
Place
assume
near
that they caused it.
there's a place near Sire that's called the Great Glowing Chasm. That was what my research indicated was ground zero.
Okay.
Is there anything
could be
I
wrong.
might know from my history of studying the Mornland that? No.
Roll me a history check.
With proficiency? No, that's only if I am proficient in history, which I am not. 7. There's a
Nothing
place
seems
called
to be coming to your mind right now.
Hey, Z,
I mean, it's
Do you know
possible
what-
that Kenneth screwed up twice.
do you know what her name was?
Do I know what her name was?
You
I
do
don't
not.
think I got it in the visions.
By the way, I found 2 more of those like toothpicks, key charms, whatever,
Oh,
Yeah, did somebody
and a
want?
couple rings.
Yeah.
A couple people didn't make it out of the bathroom.
Or maybe at least Zanim and Nyx have a ring and a key. Well, Juliera needs a key. I give you my key. Add it to your equipment now. Because you and Z are taking charge of
So Bruce
the
has a
door.
blue key charm.
Hmm?
Jerry has a blue key charm, and now Z has a blue key charm. Because currently Cherry was in possession of the original one, so Cherry has 2.
Oh, yeah, you do whatever. You give it to. Okay, I'll go give it to Z.
Does that
For-
mean she gets in the tub?
No, did Z go in fully clothed, or did she take off clothes?
Z went in fully clothed, but she'd probably strip and throw him up on the side.
Okay, she puts it in a pocket. Kiz isn't
Put it
afraid
on.
of the water. She just doesn't know what to do with all of this, like, nice smelling stuff. Like, bathing for her would be in a cold river. That's what she's used to.
And Z's just like floating on top of the water for a minute, like, this is nice.
It's a good thing we were all raised together.
um,
I mean, it would be bad if one of you had an attraction for another member of the party. That would just be gross.
I know, it'd be really
Wrong,
awkward.
right?
All right.
Is that a deception check, Mike? I don't know why.
We're doing a deception check against the DM.
Only
Alright.
a few people know about that. No, wait. Both Rix and Z know, don't they?
Know what?
Exactly.
Don't worry
Okay.
about it. All right.
Okay.
To be fair, Bruce
Is that-
goes around without a shirt normally.
He can't help.
And Z left underwear on. I mean, she's not butt naked.
Oh. We wouldn't have put it past her, though.
I mean, yeah,
That's
I think that's what
true,
we all
but-
assumed that.
We're all family.
I mean, Nick's totally got in fully unconscious of, or fully conscious of being her complete free self. Though
Does
not in
anyone want
changeling
one of
form.
these rings?
Okay, I'm not in the room. I wandered out.
I'm thinking Zanim have one and Nyx have one. They're the ones trying to decipher the journal, right?
I have one.
All right.
We put a
Z,
ring
you
in
want a
her
ring?
clothes.
Z, you want a ring or Cherry?
Cherry's got one, so I'll take one.
Cherry gave it to Nyx.
Oh, well, I don't care. If Cherry wants one, she can have it. If she doesn't, I'll take it.
Hey, Cherry!
I'll
Froze it?
I'm gonna need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Just pelts her in the
Bruce, can you
forehead.
make a ranged attack for me?
Oh
Sure.
no!
Is this something I'm proficient in?
That's just an improvised weapon.
Oh no!
Is it
Oh
just...
no!
Now, thrown weapons can use their strength. Can use your strength, right?
Yeah, I guess they can.
No, he's not hucking at full force. He's just lobbing it.
Perfect. 13 to 13. You throw it gracefully. Jalair just kind of reaches out her hand and catches it with not a problem.
Oh man.
Yeah.
She's hiding a look of pride on her face.
It's like, yeah, I totally.
Hey, Rick, do you want me to do something with your hair sometime?
Yeah, eventually. I mean, after
Just
I bathe, I mean, you do those cool braid things. I never know how to do that. I was just kind of shifted into it, you know?
What is Guar doing in the pool?
Anything Guara wants to.
I'm like, usually when you think of a jaguar jumping into water, they're usually after a cave-in. So,
I mean, as long as she's not going for toes or anything, we're okay.
I think she's just kind of swimming, just like. How deep is it?
Like
About
3 feet?
3 feet, 3.5 feet.
Another reason why
She'll get
Kiss
out when
might
she's
not go.
bored.
Nix, as you approach those doors, they don't seem to have a lock gem on them.
I'm gonna look him over, see if she hears anything, that kind of thing.
Roll me a perception check.
Giving her brother time to,
Do his
I
thing.
did do prestidigitation on his hair, so I don't know if you want to try doing
uh,
the braiding.
Oh, he's
Perception?
gonna wait till everyone's done, and then he's actually gonna take like
Okay.
a full bath. Just to
Yeah,
take care
perception
of the
check for
other-
you.
To take care of the other parts he doesn't want you prestidigitating.
You know
Nothing
what?
seems to be amiss. Nothing seems to stand out. You don't seem to see anything that would be a trap. However, it is 10:01.
Yes, it is.
Guys, we have finished our first 3-hour live stream. I'm going to go ahead and say that we're going to wrap up with bath time, getting clean, distributing the items that you've found thus far, the rings, the key charms.
Just takes a bath, gets his hair braided.
just Julia would like to try to talk to the ghost, but she hasn't thought of what the heck to say. But she
Well,
kind of wants to try and.
Means
See if
you've
it's
got
there.
means you've got about a week to figure out what we need to do.
Yeah.
Actually, less than a week. For those watching, we are not going to be live streaming next Wednesday. We are, however, recording our next episode, and it will post on Wednesday at the same time, 7 o'clock. And yeah, thank you guys for being with us. Thank you guys for playing. I'm super excited. You guys are in Whitehearth. You're going along. You guys chose the path that I hoped you would, so everything worked out perfectly.
Oh well, good. We're playing into your plot. I can't wait to see what terrors await.
We took the second blue route. That's the one you wanted.
Yeah,
or you wanted us to go to the Void
we're
Library
moving
first?
clockwise. So we went for the far west, and then we went northwest. We still have northeast and east to go with the blue
Okay.
keys.
Yep, you guys got plenty more to go. There's
Cherry.
plenty more to discover here.
See if she can get a
Um,
brown key.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Those who are those who are with us on the stream, we appreciate it. We will look forward to seeing you guys when we can next live stream again. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks.